Hello there and Happy New Year to you. I know that seems kind of weird, but you know what? It's still close enough to the new year for me to say it, but it's far enough in the future I posted it that it's weird for you to hear it, so it's a good time all around. We are back at it with Slay the Princess. I have not played this since last year. I'm just gonna keep busting out the stupid jokes. Okay, so last year was like 5 days ago, but still, that's a long time to not play this game, to be very confused. Things change at the drop of a hat, or the non-slay or the slay of the princess. If you have not seen the previous parts, I highly suggest you go watch them. Here's the playlist, badoop, it's right up there. Click it, it's down in the description. It's all in the places you need to be clickable. You will be confused. You will be so confused. There is not a world in which you will not be confused, but there are many worlds in which this game takes place. So go get acquainted with those ones and then come back here and catch yourself up. So I believe the last time we left our handy dandy friendly little princess, she had morphed into, again, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Did you do this? Did we do this?
We should help her. I think we did.
No, don't tell her that. Don't let her know that. She had morphed into this weird amalgamism of like 6 different princesses smushed into one, some of which we have not seen yet. We've seen, I think, 4 endings, 3 or 4 endings so far, so we're gonna try a couple of different ones today. I've had quite a few people comment different routes I could take on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube. People have been commenting away. There are certain endings I want to wait, and I don't want to just go the slay route. I know that that is an obvious route we could take, and I understand that. I get that. I'm on board with that. Not now, though. We're going to explore every single different route, and then we're going to slay her just headboard. And even if we do slay her, I feel like that wouldn't go well. All right, the princess has gotten feisty, which means it's time for us to load up our game. Load game? Load game? Oh, that's right. We have several different saves. Why did we have... That's right. Okay, so I did have a save that we would go back to the stairs, but in the previous one, we did learn from the princess something that I did not get to learn firsthand, and that is that we cannot recreate routes that we have already seen. So that save, it's not even necessary. We don't need it because we can't go back down a similar route unless it's necessary. So those stairs, totally unimportant. Hard, soft, boiled, I don't remember even what they were.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
God, I've never missed you more. Alright, so we're back with it with the narrator over here, and he's gonna hop us back into our regularly scheduled programming. We have met the skeptic, we have met the contrarian. I am very interested to know as which voice we will hear next, because we saw this little image in a...
Consumption and betrayal. Skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity.
A bunch of like breaking off vines symbolizing different aspects, perspectives. Perspectives is the word they use in this game. So I don't know if all of those different lines are going to be a character, but I'm interested to find out.
You're here to slay her.
Yeah, I got that.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We've been here. Can I have my Oppo-chins? Oppo-chins. Here we go. We've done that one, but again, if it's giving us the option, we can't double down on an ending, so might as well explore it. Excessive. Can't somebody else do this? Oh, that's right. We forgot everything. So we don't remember. Okay, so how about this? How about last time we just skedaddled out of... Oh. Wait, no, hold on. They're right. We can't do the same ending twice because I can't skedaddle out of here. My skedaddle option has skedaddled. Well, alright, then here's my plan. Now we're going to just completely ignore him. We're going to give him the whole silent treatment all the way up to the cabin and just try to do whatever we want to do with completely ignoring Mr. Narrator.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Proceed to the cab. Oh, I have no other options. Is it gonna make me kill her? Wait, will I lose the option to not kill her since I've already done that before? Oh, no.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Where's Hero? We always have Hero. Like, regardless of if we don't have a third voice, we always have Hero.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No, I don't want that. I want Hero. Where's... Enter the basement. Just completely ignore Mr. Nahari, and here we go.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Oh.
revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay, I get that I'm giving you the silent treatment, but you're still supposed to argue with me and give me a little fight back. I thought there was going to be a little back and forth. Just because I'm ignoring you doesn't mean you get to ignore me. That's not how this works, okay? You're the game.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Why does she sound so different? Why does she sound scared?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Hero, I was so scared you weren't coming back. I feel so much better now. I don't like being alone with Mr. Narrator.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Oh, so now you're gonna talk to me about that. I'm still ignoring you. Just just checking in on you. No, let's just go down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
I don't like that you think that this is me listening to you. I'm ignoring you, and I need you to know that, okay? This is not me being a compliant little gamer, okay? This is me disobeying the rules by ignoring you. Princess?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
Her
princess.
little face.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Oh, no problem. We're gonna lob your arm off in no time. So chain's still there. Probably shouldn't. But see, that was my point right there in last video. This was my point. There was a neck shackle when we went up to it, or an arm shackle when it is just a broken chain. So maybe it's because we already explored that option. It disappeared.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I just gave it a minute.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
It's one chain. I don't know what you're saying chains for. It's just singular chain. Now, we've examined the chain and seen how that has gone, but she's a different mind state. She's different mind state set. But she is a lot nicer. So maybe we can get like, what is my hair doing right? It's in a weird growth state, man. I don't have control over this, but when it goes to the middle, it does like this little mushroom bang thing, and I'm really not vibing with it. So we're gonna try to tame it to the side. I think maybe we can get some more information, like maybe her name. That would be great, like something.
Okay.
And now you're getting sassy again? I just want to chat. Oh, her little face. No, we gotta talk to her first, so we're not gonna get her out of here. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here. No. Retrieve the blade without another word. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. We haven't talked to her. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here. So that's also an option we haven't explored, just leaving her down here and after, well, not just leaving, but coming and then leaving. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Okay.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
You're not giving me anything to work with here. You're still being shady.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both?
Oh?
Could you imagine being named Princess?
That'd be pretty cool. Oh shit, how did I do that? Return, please. Jesus, is that what that button does? Whoa! I didn't know I could do that. I can right-click up my menu. That's interesting information that has nothing to do with this. So Princess, so Princess is your name? Yeah, that's all the same. That hasn't changed. So Princess is your name?
Like I said, You can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Oh.
Okay, that's weird.
It's kind of sad, though. Like, I thought she was just being bitchy the last time we asked her, but I guess she just forgot.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself.
What?
Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
See, now what you said doesn't make any sense, Mr. Narrator. The thing is that you said she didn't even bother to make up a name for herself, which wouldn't make sense if she really was trying to deceive us, because then she would have just made up a name for herself rather than going through all the struggle of saying she forgot. That would just make us suspicious. I trust her so much more than you, and I think you might be me because you're a voice in my head, and I don't like that. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? That is another good question, because we didn't starve to death when we got stuck down here.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
It's hardly relevant to this ending, but I have big brain.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
What you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
She seems to do that a lot.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
I think it matters. I mean, I'm about to let someone who's been chained up in a house and I've been told to murder just free to go out into the world. So what you intend to do with that life is kind of important. Don't mind me touching. I didn't mean to do that. Was my. I'm sorry. I don't like that wonking going on in my ear. I did turn the music down. I had someone mention that. I turned the music down even lower so the voices will stand out, because the voices are on high. Just to be clear, I did have them on high. The music is just very powerful sometimes. Yeah, I was sent here to slay you because you're supposed to end the world, so that's kind of why I want to know. Oh God, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, we freaked her out. I am so sorry. No, I don't think it's true, but I wanted to see if, but I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You know, I'd be thinking too at this point.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No. I've been told enough. No, I haven't. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. Hoping you'd tell me. Obviously, she doesn't know. I think that's just gonna lead nowhere because it's pretty obviously it's pretty obvious she doesn't know. No, which is why I don't think she's dangerous. I think that this personality is not one of them yandere to cindereres. I think she is just genuinely nice and kind.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
You know, the only time I've ever died is when you've killed me or I've killed myself. This woman has been nothing but nice, so you shut your mouth.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Oh, 100. I still examine the chains. I can't do endings twice. It's so confusing because I know I've been down this path, but she was a completely different person when it happened. And last time this was the first path. Hold on. Wait a minute, this was the demo. This was the demo. This is what happened in the demo when we originally played the game. We came down here, I tried to save her life, and then when we went up the stairs, Mr. Narrator stabbed me. Well, he had her stab me, but it was technically his fault. I don't want to push her. I don't think I want to push her. She's been nothing but helpful. What can I do for you?
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
And if I would have come down here with the blade in the first place, she would have been skeptical, but I don't have the blade, and if I try to go up the can I go up the stairs?
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You don't know that. Yeah, I'm gonna go check upstairs. You wait here. Boop. I will be right back with my little claw finger.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, princess.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding
That sounds
into
about
place.
But we don't have the blade this time. That's the difference, is since we don't have the blade, I can't cut her free like last time.
Is someone else here?
Try the door?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Let me out of
Your
here.
shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Rude.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
We'll leave. We'll find a way.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
So pathetic.
This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, now how do you expect me to kill her? You've locked me in the basement and I don't have the blade.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Because she's stuck down here and now so am I.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Huh.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Princess. Princess! Oh my god, princess! I don't know what just happened. I don't know what I expected to happen, but it certainly wasn't that. Oh my god, look at her eyes! There's bone! Holy shit! Oh, fuck.
As she
Oh.
rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
What?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Okay, let's think this through. Let's be rational with the cannibal princess. She hasn't hurt me. Okay, she has not hurt me. She herself got out, but she's yet to actually impose a danger to myself. Now, the fact that she's willing to quite literally eat herself out, sending us down a bit of a different mental path, okay? But she's still not inherently dangerous.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Why would we need to use it to free her? She's got that covered, man. She's gnawing away. Give her a couple of minutes. Save the princess!
Fine.
Against
Against your better
Little
judgment,
mouth.
you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
She's got arm crumbs around her little mouth. Oh god, look at my talons.
You cut into her flesh.
Uh-huh.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
It said we can't get the same ending twice. Now, I do know we did see a different side of her, so maybe that's what it means. If we can see a different side to the princess, we can follow the same route. Because this is looking like it's gonna end pretty similar.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Bad bitch.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's go!
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
No!
You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Boop, boop.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Now, she was cold before. She was a very cold lady. And she slit my throat. Again, this was all the way back in the demo. This particular princess does not seem like she has the gall to slit my throat. Is she gonna bite me?
Wait, This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her!
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Go, princess!
Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist!
The blade! Move the blade!
Oh, thank you.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh no, she's gonna cut me open.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
I'm not?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're trying your best, man. You've never murdered before. You know, it's not on you. It's on me, really. I should have died quicker. I think you're doing a great job.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
100%. We got it.
Her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
This is the most pathetic murder scene I've ever seen in my life. A one-armed cannibal princess screams, I'm sorry. She just plunges the blade into your chest. You know what? You're doing your
She
best.
doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
No, she's not a threat. She might like human flesh, but she is not a threat. The only threat is the narrator who is trying to narrate this in the most painful way possible to make us feel bad about this.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
That's fair.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
She doesn't look so dangerous. She looks so sad about this.
It can't just end like this, right?
No, it can.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Princess?
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bye, princess. Chapter 2, The Damsel. Oh, we're getting places.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, shut up.
You're here to slay her.
Shut up. We don't care about your dialogue, okay? Mr. Narrator, you suck. Deja vu already happened. Maybe I should be quiet again. Should I be quiet again and ignore him? But I also want to know what other voices appear. I muted myself. I really want to know what other voices appeared. Proceed. Quiet. Damsel. Damsel? Best path. Best path. Which path? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
Shut up.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
New voice?
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
The voice of the smitten. I love him. I love all the new voices. And I really am gonna have to make a nice little ambient voice tier list once we've beaten this game.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
That's got a point. Again, I've done this before, like with the whole mirror situation. I know I've read this dialogue, but I do want to see more of what the Mr. Smitten's gonna say. So we're gonna go ahead and re-go through some of the stuff we've heard before. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother to do anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Appreciate it.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain.
He sounds like the most cartoonish version of a love-struck hero, and I love it.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
You know, you gotta think. Why is it that every single other voice we encounter doesn't trust the narrator? I don't trust the narrator. None of them trust the narrator. The narrator has put us through so much pain. I don't know. He's gotta be evil. He's got to be evil. He has got to be the villain. Like, there's no other way. Like, it couldn't be the princess. I refuse to believe that. Now, it might be the weird entity that possesses her, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't entirely know if I believe it's that entity, because it's not... Well, I don't really know if that's what's bringing about the end of the world. I'm still very confused. We've got a lot of story to cover still, though, so, you know...
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
These are the same questions.
Great.
Never mind.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
What would happen if I turned around and leave now? What would happen if I left now? What would you do if I just turned around and left now? I'm not gonna leave. You know, I'm with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her from that cabin.
That's right. You can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Is the mirror gonna be back in the cabin again? Proceed.
A warning before you go any further.
Honey-soaked words, she's gonna trick me, yada yada yada, go ahead.
She will lie, she will cheat,
Yep.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Oddly enough, she has
Don't
yet
believe
to
a
do
word
those.
she says.
She's yet to do anything that you've told me she would do.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
You have not even seen her yet, Smitten.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, that check out.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Okay, let's go to the cabin.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Right, homicide, my bad. New cabin, though? New cabin. New cabin.
The interior of the
No.
cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I don't care about the blade.
The
I care about
blade is
the...
your implement.
Shut up.
You'll need it
I
if
care
you want
about
to do
the
this
mirror.
right.
I've never asked him about the mirror. I've only ever just approached it. Should I ask him? You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's a window, too.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Okay. You are slowly losing your charm, Mr. Smitten, okay? You're just becoming increasingly annoying.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous but it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Are we wearing feathers? I thought talons and ripped gloves was our thing. Alright. Tapestries. No, you just said table and door. There's also tapestries. You're a whole new kind of liar. Yeah, wait, the cabin different.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
You weren't here last time around, Smitten.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
I like being distracted, though. It's how I explore things. We don't need the blade. This is hard to handle. She wouldn't hurt
The door
us.
to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice.
Look.
It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
You were not here last time. Shut up.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She get floofy?
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Oh! Did her dress get floofy, or am I imagining things? Was her dress always so floofy? I don't think it was this floofy. I like your carpet.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Shut up.
You know she can't hear you, right?
Thank God.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely She can hear my spirit.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Oh, she's not playing games, man. This girl's getting right to the point.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
That's not the point.
And she called us a hero.
That's not the point.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Obviously.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Well, she was kind of cruel to herself. I mean, eating your arm's not a great way to do things.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
You're like the fifth.
What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Whoa. Hero, listen, you were there. There was no end of world. World fine. We dead.
We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
We don't have knife, though. Oh, well, don't ask her why she did that. We're gonna make her sad. It wasn't her fault. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's a fair point. That's fair point. Oh, you little face. Let's piss her off. What else do we got before we do that? Yeah, you know, I'm sorry about what happened last time, man. Totally not my fault. The narrator who sent me here to, you know, murder you in the face. Yeah, he took over my body. It just wasn't cool, man. I apologize.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Shut up.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, I was doing my best.
She
Thank
took
you.
that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
How so?
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Does the princess have voices too? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Do you have a contrarian in your head, ma'am? Do you have your own narrator? I would advise you didn't listen to him either. He's not exactly a cool guy.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
What, you mean like me? I'm the one with the voices.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
She didn't end the world. I'm not even gonna question that. There's no way my sweet little princess would end the world. I didn't bring the knife though, so do you need me to cut you out again, or... Well, normally the chain's over her. Normally it's over her and we can see it. Why is the chain behind you, ma'am? Is it just because you're floofy?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Thank you.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Are you telling me that we haven't had to cut this poor woman's arm off like the 6 times we've done it? We could have just slipped her arm out this whole time and we've been lobbing it off?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Well, I mean, if you were stuck in a basement for an indefinite amount of time losing your mind, I don't think you would really mind how someone got you out of there as long as you got to see the light of day. I don't see this as odd. She's making sense.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Don't have a knife. Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Maybe?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Can you just shut up? Can I mute Smitten? Is that an option? You are falling lower and lower on this hypothetical tier list by the second.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I don't know about that. No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or the other. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow, painful ruin to them. If I agreed with it, would she admit it? If I agreed, would you admit it? But if I don't carry their way, then... yeah, man.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
Princess, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to say, I'm not supposed to... Princess!
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you.
Okay, you may... I'm never gonna say this again. You may have a point, Mr. Narrator. Okay, Did she just say that? Okay, did she just maybe say that because that's what I wanted to hear?
Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out.
Ah, come on.
But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy.
I did say it would make me happy.
By destroying the world.
Apparently, yes.
I don't even have an opportunity. I don't understand. I'll explore it. I do understand why she killed me though, because I was trying to kill her.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
I don't know either. I'm very confused. This whole episode so far has just left me befuddled. And right after she started gnawing her arm off, things have just gone all wonky.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us.
Shut up.
She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Are you done?
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Okay, so unfortunately, Mr. Narrator, as much as you have made it very clear that she is a bit of a dangerous individual, I don't really, not a lot of options. Rescue?
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Why did it skip? Why did it skip? I guess he was saying that you'll kill us, and then he said I would if I had a weapon. Why did it skip? I click once.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Maybe we should harm this dearest. Like the other ones, I was kind of on board with saving. She was stoic, but she was still sad. This one, on the other hand, seems to be a little off a rocker.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
You're not gonna try to kill me, right? We're cool. You seem happy. I seem happy. We're embracing.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Oh, okay. What do you want to do? We leave and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants.
Huh.
You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
She already ended the world, man. She got it out of her system. She's good now.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Oh no, I don't trust this. I don't trust any of this. You are gonna jump scare me so hard. I can feel it.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, okay. You don't go scaring anybody. I just want to leave. We can figure this out later. Do you want to end the world? I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
The music is getting distorted. It only gets distorted when bad things happen. Her eyes are turning into an anime character. This can't end well. I don't...
She can't just want to make us happy.
No, I'm gonna save that brain blast for another time.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
What will make you happy? You have to want something. But you need your own thing, woman. I want you to make me unhappy? Do you want to end the world? But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on?
Her eyes keep getting bigger, and her character design keeps getting a little more rural each time.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Is this how she sounded the whole time to you, narrator? You can't base your entire happiness around me, man.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
You fail to see the problem here? You fail to see the problem here? She's a 2D sketch, my dude. Yeah, I just want to leave. Let's figure this out later. Let's just get out of here.
That sounds perfect.
Oh. Okay. She just needed me to make a decision. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. I should have come to that conclusion earlier. You're a little ditzy. That's okay. We can work through it. You've been in a basement all your life. You probably don't know how words work anyway. So let's go figure out what your hobby is.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal.
I feel like she'd like diamond painting.
Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Are we a demon? We still haven't gotten the answer to if we're some kind of demon.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Fair enough. Don't.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Yeah, we're supposed to leave now. It's in the story.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Yeah, we could just bust it down now, right?
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
She's cute, though.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together. True love's opening.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
He's so pissed. I love it. Oh, it's comeuppets.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and... The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Princess, we have to run so fast because the second he gets a hand on that blade and a hand on my body, you're dead. Or I'm dead, rather. I wouldn't kill you. I'd never kill you. But then you're going to kill me, and that's going to make us both sad. Yeah, you're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
The feeling is mutual.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin,
Noodle arms?
and then you step outside.
Why does it say romantic haze? Why does achievement say romantic haze? Haze doesn't sound good.
A happy ending at last.
That doesn't sound good.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Princess?
Where did he go?
Oh, is he
Oh
gone?
no.
I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Yeah, too late. Once he disappears, it means we're dead. That's what that means.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She didn't do anything wrong.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Pluck them? Wait a minute. Do we actually have... Hold on, princess. End of the world. You're cold. I get it. Death. But do we have feathers? Claws? Talons? Spots? Feathers? What are we? What kind of monster are we? Oh, noodle arms. Don't take my princess. She did everything right this time. But you don't get a chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. But okay, this just proves it. She might be a cannibal. She might be a little psychotic. A little yandere to Cinderella in there. Sure, why not? Mix it up in a pot, you got her. But she is not ending the world. There is some curse or entity on this poor princess that is killing her. It's not her fault, and I refuse to believe otherwise.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, I forget. He goes into panic mode. Whoopsie. It's end for you. No, we're not going to make him feel bad. I would never make Hero feel bad. He's the Labrador. Maybe smitten. Yeah, it's going to be okay. You're fine.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're good.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, whatever's going to be on the other side is going to be nice. And I can guarantee that this time because she's not morphed. She's not perturbed in any way. She is a perfectly normal person. So I need to figure out what just happened.
Okay. If you say so.
She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Oh, she will. She's grown a few new appendages, too. Pretty cool. Okay, what are we gonna get this time? Last time we got the bloat, and that didn't give me any answers. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay? You've withered. A bloat, decay. What am I doing wrong? Oh, there are my feathers. What am I doing wrong? I do wrong? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed. She... Why does she look kind of... Well, she still got her rufflies? You were at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
That's not fair. This is not fair. We did everything right. She was fine. Everything was hunky-dory. This is just not fair.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, I am trying to save. Not you. Are you still... I'm still so confused as to what exactly is going on. I think you're a curse, to be honest. I don't like you as a person, as a cursed person. I like the person you're possessing, though. She seems nice. You, not so much. I think I hate you. No, again, we don't want to anger scary beast monster. We're trying to get places. I don't think it makes me like her more. You know what? It does seem very distant as soon as we're here. Like, it's just a very past thing, and this is a whole nother... for all we know, that whole black abyss, long quiet thing, we could be thousands of years in the future. We don't know what the abyss is. For all we know, Gaster could be here.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
I always love her answers to this. They're always hilarious. How many more vessels do I need to bring you, ma'am?
We will know when we near our destination.
Yeah, okay, again, no answer. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Where are I still want to know if these are all princess arms. I really need to know what exactly is touching all over her, because that just makes me uncomfy. And why can't she move her own arms? Like, you really are just restraining every last bit of her, and that's not nice. You aren't covering her ears, though. You aren't controlling her ears. Arms, legs, waist, head. What do you think of this vessel? She was very nice. She did no wrong, other than biting herself.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
I didn't mold her to love me. She chose love.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Okay, that is the most cryptic one you've given me so far. The others were like, oh, they're resting in peace. They have found their happiness. This one's just served her purpose? Yeah, this one's still here, but it's a little different. Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Can you give me a better mirror? Because I am still very foggy on what I look like. And why do you keep giving me a mirror? Because you control, I feel like you control everything that goes on in this long, quiet world. So why do I get a mirror and nothing else? Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
The bright side, I brought her something that loved me, not something I've murdered, so that's, you know, bonus points. We've already heard the answer to this. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? I don't remember getting the answer to that one.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen. just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
So when we leave this world and go to another, just a quick question. Are you going to bring your arms with you? Or is it just us? Or do we have to bring the arms? I did tell her I was going to kill her when this is over. So should I reiterate that? How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
I haven't gotten the opportunity to look at my contours. Again, foggy mirror. Yeah, we've gotten answers to these three. Those we've answered. I could still... These really intrigue me, but I don't really want to... We're going to save those. We'll save that. Save it. Save it for another time. I'm ready to go back. I think I'm ready to go. I'm good.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
As per usual, everything goes dark, and you die. A loving vessel. We got a loving vessel.
You're here.
Yeah, shut up. Save. Oh, but right. Okay, now we got 2. Well, that was a ride. That had so many twists and turns in it. I can't even count the amount of twists and turns we went on. But thank you guys for coming along for the journey. This game just keeps getting crazier, and I love it a little more each and every time. And I started out just absolutely loving the demo. I'm glad I came across it. There will be plenty more episodes soon. I don't even know how far we are in the game. I have no idea. We could be 10%, we could be 50%, we could be 90%. She's not really giving us a lot of answers. So stay tuned for more, and make sure to like and comment down below your theories on what exactly is happening and what you think of Miss Cannibal Loving Princess. I still am very unclear as to whether or not she actually destroyed the world or she was just saying that to make us happy. I feel like I should have saved. I really should have saved so I could have double checked on that, but alas, I did not, and we cannot re-explore endings we have already visited, so that's gone. Until next time, though, I will see you Booskies later.